right, let's see how this will fit. Alright, so I'm gonna tilt it back. You just slide the truck up under, and then I should be able to come around and pull it back, set it in place. Basically all I need you to do is set it up under here. Whatever that was. Could lift it from the side. Problem is, on the front, we got this lip right here in the way. If I lift it from the side, you know, it's a longer load, so most of the weight will be out front, which isn't ideal, but I think it's about our only option. That's gonna be fun. I just don't think these furniture pads are gonna slide across that cement board too well. Otherwise, I would just kind of lift one end up and slide it on, kind of slide it around. I could try that out though. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Don't think it's gonna work, but let's find out. Looks like when I'm sliding it on these pads, but let me assure you, it's not. Guess I'm gonna have to try to walk it on there. It will slide a little bit. I was wrong. Furniture pads do slide on the cement board. Not as good as a hardwood floor, but enough for what we need. Grab the tape measure. Hold strong, Cal. Don't move too far. Yeah, just a little bit though. Alright. That's pretty much going to be where it sits. Well, let's go get all the stovepipe and double check. Got Nala out here sunbathing. That sun feel good, girl? She's like, what you looking at? Then church. There's a guy. Attach this adapter, stovetop adapter, to the stovepipe. Got our 3 holes lined up. All right, there's that. Let's see how that's gonna fit. All right, we've got the wood stove pretty much set in the location that it'll be. I just wanted to get it there, make sure everything was gonna work out. So now that we have that, I'm gonna take the Sharpie and trace a line on the floor. So when I go to move it back, I know exactly where to set it. Yeah, so this is the blower. And looking at the instructions, it needs to go right here. But before I can do that, I have to take out this panel right here. See all of these little tabs. I'll take my pliers, cut that out, remove this panel, and install the blower. There it is. I'll hang on to that for something. Got the fan, I got the motor and the fan, and it comes out through that hole and blows up through the back side, carries the heat up through the top and out into the room. Actually, before we get too far ahead, let's get the thermostat. Forgot about it. So the blower should connect into the thermostat, and then the thermostat plug into the wall. Yeah, the thermostat, once it gets down to, I gotta read the instructions, but or gets up to a certain point, it should turn on and off the blower automatically. So we don't have to be up in the middle of the night turning it on or off. The blower plug into the top of the thermostat, and then the thermostat will plug into the wall. And I got this knob right here to be able to change the fan speed, I believe. Attach the stove pipe to the adapter piece right here, through wall. Good that way. Connected to the wall, through wall kit. Of course, I don't have the thermostat or the thermo disc or the blower connected because that's not quite cold enough. Got the hearth and the trim left to do. So far, so good. So far, so good. Almost forgot to fasten it down. Just gonna use these 3-inch stainless steel with some washers. That's it. All right, we gotta go pick out some more of those oak trim boards. Need 2 more to finish off the sides for the hearth trim. It's a beautiful day out here. Finally seeing some cooler weather. Supposed to stay like this too, not just a tease. So that's good. All right, let's see. What we got? What we got? We got a bunch. Try to find one without any knots in it. That's the one I want. All right, that's the one we're gonna get. Let's go cut it up. This come off the land. Took a fallen or dead oak tree and put it on the sawmill. And yeah, these are homemade. Homemade. Sweet. All right, last piece. All right, we got it all trimmed out. I got my square right here, nice and square to the wall. Now, time for stone. We'll get to use some of those rocks from the creek after all. All right, so we changed plans. Not going to be using the rocks at all. You putting them up? Got our helper putting them up for us. I decided not to use any of the stone from the creek for the hearth, and it wasn't gonna look right with the stone, with the space that we had. But anyway, so yeah, creek stone. It's not getting used at all. If you watch the previous episode or one of the previous episodes, you'll see why we didn't use the stone on the backside. But yeah, so right here on the hearth, we're going to use these red oak wood stickers again. I milled those, and if you haven't seen that video, check that one out. Pretty cool. Took a dead red oak from our property and brought it to the mill, and turned it into some lumber, usable lumber. All right, so that's what we're looking for. That 1/2 inch thick. Firewood. All right, so here's the first piece. Still gotta cut it to length, but all right. All right, that's the firewood, fire starter. Lost all of them. And that's the hearth wood. Take this mask off so y'all can hear me. Probably sound like Darth Vader. Luke, I know your mother very well. Let's see how well the DJI Mic Mini windscreen does. The dead cat sock does against the leaf blower. Not too good. I can see the sound bar over here. Yeah, I'm not gonna bore y'all with 150 pieces that I had to cut. So that's about 300 plus cuts because I had to do some recuts. But anyway, just know it was a lot and it was tedious, and I'm not going to bore y'all with all of that. So let's just see a few and continue on. All right, I got this palm sander right here with a 50 grit sandpaper on it. I'm gonna use it to sand down a bunch of these high spots. Hopefully the 50 grit will take it down pretty quick, and then come back in with you know, some 120, 200 or something like that, and smooth it on out. All right, we got it all sanded down, nice and smooth. I just stuck with the 50 grit, make less sawdust, and it's smooth enough for my liking anyway. But now to cover up these rough edges, you know, where it didn't sit flush, I got these trim pieces right here. Put those all the way around, and that'll be that. All right, now that I got it all sanded and cleaned up, got a tape around the stove and all the way around the floor. We're gonna spray this Inferno Armor. It's supposed to be real good for flame protection. So it's clear. Spray it on, let it dry. Probably do 2 or 3 coats, and yeah, should be fine from any embers that might escape out of the wood stove. And yeah, let's do it. Says not to soak it, just to give it a good cover and let it dry, and then apply another coat. See it bringing out the grain in the wood though. Man, that was good. Check out all that grain. Let's see. Too much shadow. No, you can still get it. Beautiful. Yeah, we'll let that dry and do another coat or two. Probably two. Alright, got it all sprayed down. Check it out. It looks good. It really brought out the grain and all of the red oak. It's nice. Really nice. Super proud of the work that me and the wife put in. It's a lot of effort. Real tedious, as you can see. A lot of cuts. Like I said, I think it was about 136 pieces as far as the angle pieces, and then you got the all around. So about 100 and, I don't know, close to 50 pieces. So a lot of work, but worth it. So time to take the tape off and get our first fire in this bad boy. All right, we're ready to start our first fire. First break-in fire. Gotta cure the paint and whatnot, get the fumes out, open some doors and windows to ventilate the house. Online doing research, yeah, said you need to do about 3 break-in fires, one at 200 degrees, then let it cool all the way down, another at 300, cool all the way down, then another at 4, cool all the way down, then you're ready to go with, you know, regular fire. But yeah, so it says to add some newspaper or, you know, something like that. So that's pretty much what this is. So I'm gonna add some newspaper and then hold it down with some kindling. Have our kindling. Get it started. So let's do it. All right. Says to have the door fully open, obviously. First, open the air vent all the way. Should be open. And then light it up. Says to kind of leave the door slightly cracked while it starts initially. Till it's full going. Man, that looks cool already. See the smoke? Oh yeah. We're starting a draft. That's the plan. Once it catches all that kindling, I'll close it all the way. Should be able to see some smoke coming outside from the stack. I'll grab that light.
Let me see it.
You want to see it?
Let me see it.
Check it out. Look at that. Look at that fire. See that? Let's stand to the side a little bit. Right there.
Yes.
How you good? You okay? I would say the kindling's caught, so it says at that point we shut the door all the way. Keep the air vent open all the way. And let it come up to temp, 200 degrees. Oh, looks good, don't it? Can't wait till we get a full-fledged fire going in there, but I guess this is right. It's filling up with smoke in there, but this needs to get probably, you know, get hotter and get a better draft going. Let's see if we can see the smoke coming out of this chimney. That's what we want. Oh man, that's awesome. My first wood stove. That is awesome. Alright, yeah, I just opened the door, cracked it a little more. I think it's got to get going a little better. Yeah. Yeah, it needed some more air. Yeah, we got to get up close to 200. Barely touching, yeah, 82 right now, so I have to add some more wood. Alright, got some more kindling, some fat ladder. Old pine found down in the creek when we're down there looking for those rocks that we never used. But anyway, yeah, it's getting caught good, so I believe I'm good to close this door all the way now. It'll be burning plenty hot. The vent all the way open. Now we sit and wait for it to get to temp. Now we're doing something. Yeah, this thing's not even warm to the touch. It's double wall. That's just now starting to get warm to the touch. Alright, it's steadily climbing. Got 105, 106, 7. Getting there. Check it out. Alright, passing 150. Y'all see that? No, not really, can you? There it is. Alright. Hit that magic temp, 200. Just over. Still climbing. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll be the first burn. Got 2 more to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and close the dampener. It says let it cool all the way. Where's the dampener? There's. Choke the fire, let it cool all the way. Then do the second burn, let it get up to, 300. Cool all the way. Third burn, 400. Then we're ready to rock and roll with the full burn. Definitely smell the paint fumes in here, for sure. Paint curing, so I'm opening these doors, get some more ventilation rolling. Alright, it's morning time. Gonna get the second break-in fire rolling. Now let's start from the back. Alright. This door cracked. We don't want to close it all the way. We still want it to get some airflow.
And oxygen.
Exactly, oxygen. I might have to leave it a little bit more open for a second. Oh, starting to try to fill the room. Oh, I forgot. I gotta open the air control. Gotta open it all the way up. To the left is open. There we go. Yeah. You ready to see the fire? A little bit going.
It's smoke.
Smoke, yeah.
Smoke.
I'm letting smoke out. I gotta.
Whoa, it says smoke.
Mm-hmm.
It says smoke.
Alright, I'm gonna close this door all the way. Got the fire rolling good for the second burn in. Or, yeah, I guess that's what you can call it. Second break in. So this fire will need to be 300 degrees for about an hour to cure the paint. Got it going nice and steady. Man, that's a beautiful sight. All right. Pushing on up to 300. Yep. All right. We're at 300. So yeah, now we gotta let that sit at about 300 for an hour and let it cool down. And that'll be break-in fire number 2. Then we'll have one more. All right, we got the third break-in fire going. This one's got to go to 400 degrees, sit for an hour, cool off, and that'll be the wood stove will be fully cured at that point. Even though I believe it already is, because we're not smelling that the fumes from the paint anymore. But how awesome is that? It's nice and warm. So we warm by the fire, ain't that right? Yep. It's warm by the fire. Yeah.